Captain Knuckle, at your service. What's up, Response on players? We're back with another fun-filled, fantastic evening, early morning
Powered by
podcast.
Vanguard podcast, yeah.
Way to ruin my intro, Andrew.
Hey, you're welcome. You ruined a good chunk of our time before we even started this, so you know what? I had to ruin something of yours, and it's okay. I ruined my ruin. It's fine.
What?
Yeah.
You already... I don't get it.
Nope,
Your face down foundations, they're ruined. Anyway, back on topic here. Thank you guys for joining us this week for the Response on Play Universus podcast. I'm Jake, joined by some lovely goobers named...
Andrew, I suddenly grew wings.
And Brian, we are here outside of UA.
UA, like the moon?
No, that's UA. It's different. It's subtle, but it's different.
Yeah, this is a building. This isn't the moon.
I can never tell with you guys. So, first up on the agenda today, let's talk about some My Hero Academia cards coming our way.
Well, I would never have guessed that's what we were talking about, considering the fact that, background's UA and I have Hawk's wings.
I don't know what you're talking about. The background
You're right.
is the Response on
So
Play.
anyway, let's talk about Tekken.
Tekken! I would love to talk about Tekken, but I actually don't think that is what we're talking about today.
Correct. We're actually going to talk about UA. We're talking about the moon.
Yeah, we're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Talking about
the new fighting game coming out.
Heck yeah, it does, and it looks cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, not important.
Anyway, not important. So, first up on the docket, we're going to talk about Heroic Convention.
I'm just jumping straight into it. Let's go.
Oh, sorry. Heroic Conviction, not Convention.
Heroic Convention? Gen Con.
I blame Andrew, dude. He's got me all kinds of nuts.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got a bunch of these cards from the inside.
We got them from the inside of
MomoCon.
the internet.
Yeah. I mean, this was revealed in a display case at MomoCon that has ended by the time that we're recording this. By the time the episode's out, MomoCon's already done and over.
Definitely been done.
Yeah. But this was from a display case at MomoCon, so I don't know if I'd imagine it's like the entire deck that got displayed.
Yeah. We got pictures of the full thing, and it's one of the slabs is basically all the pictures with their alt arts, like all the cards with their alt arts for the hero deck, and then the same one, but for the villain deck.
Yeah, and then James sent the pictures and was like, yeah, here
Our
you go.
informant, who shall remain nameless.
Who else is it? They know that he's at MomoCon.
There's all sorts of people. We have connections.
The connections is within the team. But also...
Yeah, they didn't know that until you said it.
Yeah, well, tough. But he sent the images. I was like, I can't read these. He's like, bro, just read better. It's like, you gave us poor pictures. Shut up.
Yeah, his
Hold on. All right.
A little to be desired.
I've let you guys go long enough. You guys are far off base.
We are.
Reel it in.
No.
Heroic Conviction. It's an action card. It's a 2 difficulty 5 check with a 1 mid block that says, this card does not count toward progressive difficulty. Form. The next card you play is an attack. It gets +2 speed or a +2 damage. If it deals damage, draw 1 card. Good response. Remove. After your rival plays a non-character ability that increases the damage of an attack, cancel it.
Another cancel on an action card that JJ gets to play. We're cooking.
The symbols for this card are air, all, good, and void.
Well, I assumed good just because read the response. Be weird to have a good response and not have the good symbol.
Response is in green, bud. Anyway, this card, playable.
That's true. I was gonna say we sort of have precedent for that with the AOT cards, where they had attuned one symbol and then an effect using the other symbol of that character that was on them. You had like the Ambition of Erwin Smith, the Levi Ackerman
Oh,
one
I
that
see
I
what
can't
you
remember.
mean. Yeah. I thought you
So
were
we
talking
sort
about the
of had a
speed
thing
hate
like that.
cards, and I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
But
I was just saying like with the response thing.
yeah.
Anyway, I do agree that this card is really cool. I think it's got a really it's got an okay form effect. I think this form effect is not particularly exciting. +2/+2 is fine. I guess it
think
doesn't
it's
count too progressive, so it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
The good response though, like on block, just blocking with this and then removing it to go no thanks, is very good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would block something, or if they have any sort of increase ability, like powerful or anything. It doesn't sit in the card pool for you to then remove it. It's just
Oh, you're
from
right.
hand.
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not card pool response.
Correct. But it is still great because it's a 1 mid box and you block with it. And it doesn't count towards progressive for the turn, so you still aren't hindered by progressive with this card until the second block.
We canonically are afraid of does not count towards progressive mid block actions, so I'm sure this one will get banned.
Exactly. Exactly.
Finally, someone gets it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is just another action for JJ to play. It's another cancel for damage amp. Way for him to just survive. Powerful 3, and you spent 3 momentum? Don't do that! That's rude. That's cringe. That kills me.
That kills people, Carl.
That kills people. So, I think this card is good. I think the response is what really carries it. The form is fine. The form is alright. The form is alright. Like, it's fine. I think the response is the real breadwinner here.
The response is also probably a little bit weaker than we probably want, since it says non-character ability, and a lot of the abilities that give a bunch of damage are the character ability.
I agree. This is just a way to stop powerful or any other external damage amp that's not on the character.
For sure.
So like if they press the
obviously.
Yeah, they press the character button, but then they need more damage, they press that button. Heroic Conviction just says, nope, you better have another source of damage.
Next card is Briefcase Armor. This is a foundation. It's a 1 difficulty, 5 check. It's a 2 low block with the keywords armor and tech that says enhance, rival's turn, tenacious. Add this card to your hand. It has the symbols all, good, and order.
This is fine. I mean, it's just an armor
Agree,
foundation.
this is fine.
Yeah, this is just an armor foundation for All Might. And also, you can just pick this up if you happen to need a low block.
Yeah, I was going to say for this All Might, I think it's really cool because you take one, you build this in, and then if they play the Walk the Dogs, etceteras of the world, you just go, oh, pick up my block. The one you gave me.
Yeah, I like that tech of just, oh, you played a low, I need a low. Yeah, I'll pick up a low block. I'll pick up this low block so I can try to actually block this. Other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, this card's fine. And in the grand scheme of things, I think this is okay.
Yeah, you don't really play it outside of Armite, really.
Or maybe Deku for similar reasons. You can build it, block with it, pay for a block, and then put it back in your hand to block with it again if they're really in the low thing.
Yeah, if they're just stringing lows. Yeah, I guess so. I probably wouldn't even do that, really, but
like I said, it's a maybe.
Go next. We've got All Might's Armored Punch. This is an attack card. It's a 4 difficulty, 3 check. It's a 2 mid block. It's a 4 high for 3 with the keywords armor, punch, tech, vestige. The ability Blitz. This attack gets plus X damage. X equals the number of differently named cards in your card pool.
Okay. I think this card is actually kind of neat.
That's nice, Andrew. The symbols are air, all good.
My brain thought you already said the symbols, I'll be honest.
He didn't yet. But yeah, I do agree with you. I think this card's interesting. I just don't know if it's gonna do, because it's differently than cards, so it's just one for each progressive. And I just don't know if that matters.
I mean, here's the static on here. Hero's Conviction actually shows up here because it counts card, and that's a differently named card. But also, this has the all symbol. You want to know what else has the all symbol? Patchwork Baby. There's 3 keywords here for Patchwork Baby to get damage. So Patchwork Baby is getting 7 damage. Or you can open Patchwork Baby, maybe a couple other cards, and play this and give this a bunch of damage. So, like, you can have either of these attacks be the end of a string.
Blitz-wise, I think this is not a particularly great, because, like, think about, like, the line you just talked about. So, like, you Patchwork Babies, you play something else, then you play this on a 6. It's a 4 high for 6 on 6. I don't know if that's great for what you're, like, having to spin. I guess
that's
as
fair.
like an ender, it sort of does a little bit. Like, it does keep getting bigger the more you've strung out. Yeah, outside of the deck, like inside the deck, I think you have an idea of, like, play 2 attacks, play Conviction, play this, and now it's a 6 high for 5, 6, 7, 8.
A lot more of a meaningful attack, like more meaningful for sure.
But I'm just not. I'm not sold on it.
Yeah, I think it's like a late string attack. The potential for it to get that extra amount of damage can be good. Depends on what other damage mods you have on board. Because this could, like, this equals the number of differently named cards in your card pool. So this is 1. So it always gets +1.
It's true.
And it just says cards. So if you play Armored Conviction,
Heroic Conviction.
Heroic.
If you play Armored Heroic Conviction,
Okay.
that doesn't count towards progressive, and that is a different card name.
That's true.
That's
what we
already
said.
one.
I did indeed say that.
So
Both of us
if
said that.
if we use that,
Really selling it.
You can, in fact, play that, then this, and make it a 6 high for 7.
yeah, you can do that. So yeah, I think basically just the way you guys said, this card's fine.
Yeah, like, I don't.
Thanks for your input.
I think this card's okay. I agree. We took all your thunder by talking about it first.
I'm just saying. I always get poked at for not saying enough about some of these cards, and I'm just like, what do you want me to say?
Also, actually, one thing I do want to point out. Oh no, sorry. I was looking at the next card. I apologize.
Thanks, Andrew. Anyway, our next card is Hercules Red Riot. It's a 2 difficulty, 5 check, 1 mid-block foundation with the keyword armor, and the ability, this foundation cannot be destroyed by rival effects. It has the symbols, Earth, Attuned Good, and Void.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting ready to point out until I realized we weren't on this card yet. This has an attuned symbol sandwiched in between regular symbols. Yeah, it's very interesting design space. I wasn't really expecting to see it. In terms of everything else about the card, fine. It does say armor. That's really the only reason why it's here, for All Might.
I just don't know if we're destroying enough foundation.
Well, I mean, and a lot of the times you'll like flip them and they'll get ruined or something.
Yeah, exactly.
If you flip this card, it can be destroyed.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I agree with Brian that this sort of design space of having one attuned symbol among 3 symbols is actually very interesting, pretty cool design space, and would love to see more of that. It's just, I mean, that's the coolest thing about this card, really, to be honest.
It's something we probably also need to be very careful with. Yeesh. Like, what if this was attuned on, like, a stronger symbol right now? Like, let's say one that got, like, a bunch of previous support.
Like Chaos.
That's a good option.
Well, I can tell you what, Brian. No one would play this card on that symbol because there are already too many good cards on that symbol.
That's also true.
So next card, Armor Rush. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check, Attack. It's a 2 high block. It's a 3 low speed, 5 damage attack with the keywords stun 1, armor, charge, tech, vestige. And the ability, response. After this attack deals damage, destroy 1 rival asset. This attack, too slow.
Fair. Would you like to mention what symbols it's on?
It's on the symbols. Good, all, and water.
All right, he flipped this, but you know what? That's fine. You'll get a B plus.
All
It is
3 of them
still
are
on
on
the
there. That's all that
symbols.
matters.
All 3 of the symbols are on this card.
Yeah, you just didn't read them in the right order. You're canceled.
It doesn't matter what order you read them. I don't have to build based on symbol order. I have to build based on what symbols are on the card.
Give it time.
Maybe in the future, we'll see.
But besides all that, keyword soup is what I look at this card. Besides the fact that it can answer assets, that's great. Keyword soup.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the armor, like basically a lot of the attacks in this pack, like in this deck, have like 4 keywords on them.
Which is pretty sick. I mean, because again, like I mentioned earlier, this has the all symbol. You can play it with Patrick Baby. Put in a bunch of keywords in your card pool. Patrick Baby is just going to be a good dunk attack.
Yep. This has the all symbol, and as we know, all means everything, so we need to have every keyword.
Exactly. Which is honestly fine if that's like the sort of shtick they want to have all lean into as like their identity. I know all has a lot of card draw, and I think that's the all symbols identity. But we've also been seeing, especially in this deck, just a lot of keywords on the attacks. So
Yeah, a lot of 4 keyword, 5 keyword effect like attacks.
no,
The response is good.
I think the
agree it's a little
response
slow. Stun 1 makes it a little bit better, obviously.
I mean, it's like, you know, what everyone says. It's +1 speed is like the argument for stud 1. So like, it's just making it easier to try to get it to go through.
Basically +1 speed to every other attack. Yeah, I think this card's fine. I don't know that the response matters currently, but I could definitely see a future world where it becomes no, I need to destroy rival assets, so this is an option to be running for that.
Yeah, there's like, I can think of one asset in particular that this is good against. I mean, it's 3M. There's some edge cases where you could probably want to blow up someone's Knots flask if it was really that big of a problem.
Yeah, I just don't know that we're seeing decks. Like, I don't think we're going to see another 3M style deck outside of
Pumont.
Soul. Maybe if we see Tyrion come back around, maybe he's trying to figure out something with it.
I don't know. We'll have to see, because I mean, Tyrion hasn't seen a lot of plays since Crit Roll came out.
Yeah, since his printing.
Yeah. So
Same with Pumat, though.
Pumont's been seeing some recent play, especially just in Chicago. So like, I don't know if it's necessarily fair to say the same thing about Pumont, but also I would be very interested to see Tyrion kind of make a comeback. I think Tyrion has really cool words, and the way he plays with his assets is very interesting to me. He is just too slow.
Yes, I think that's mostly true. I think that's kind of just true of our format. Really kind of needs to end by turn 3 or 4, and I don't know that he can easily do that.
Not reliably, no, or consistently.
You already gave a bit of an opinion, Jake, where you said you think it's too slow. So, do you have any other opinions about the card?
No, I think it's too slow. Yes, it's on hit pressure, but unless you're playing like all lows and a good stun, like it's a 5 difficulty attack. If this were like a 4 difficulty attack, I'd see maybe it's a little bit more favorable.
Yeah, I think as a 4 difficulty, it's probably a pretty solid card. On a 3 low for 5, 4 diff with stun.
Yeah.
It's pretty much overstated. It's pretty solid.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's fine. I think it might see some play.
Yeah, it might. It just really depends on like how much asset hate you need, because otherwise I think you just run a different attack.
I agree.
Yeah. Maybe a sideboard card.
Maybe.
I think as a cyber card, perfectly fine.
Next card. Vestige Slingshot. This is a 1 difficulty 5 check, 2 high block, keyword vestige, who would have guessed, with the abilities response, commit. After this attack receives a speed penalty, your next attack gets plus 3 speed.
Yes.
Correct.
Then it also adds response commit. After this attack receives a speed bonus, your rival's next attack gets -3 speed. With the symbols air, all, and good. I think this card's sick.
I think this card's very solid.
As a 1-div, especially, like, this is just a very good spam. This gives me heroic lineage vibes.
Yes, I was gonna say. I'm like, this is a 1-div high block heroic lineage, basically.
Yeah, like, I agree. I think this card is very cool, and I think just the big thing about it is it has these responses, and it's a spam. And with the air symbol being a pretty good symbol, the good symbol being like showing up a bit more. Yeah, it's been showing up a bit more, which is great. So like this is just a really good spam to throw into those symbols, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think having the ability, granted, it modifies the next attack, but that then goes, well, your next one's coming in -3 speed. Does it kill me? Or I'm gonna play another attack. This one you might block, but the next one, it might be the killer blow, and it's gonna get a whole lot harder. So even just having these up, especially because you could respond with multiples.
So
if you had multiple, yeah, it's not unique.
Correct. And also like to that extent with you're blocking this one, but I don't think you're blocking the next one. Like pairing this with characters like Mothra or Michelangelo, who just say, "Yeah, you blocked my attack. The next one's getting faster." Those words paired with Slingshot here, it's like you're definitely not blocking my next attack. You are eating whatever the damage is.
I mean, it's also like even think of like in Deku.
In Deku, it's actually again, you're just not blocking it.
Okay, they press the speed penalty button. You go, okay, man, it's back to printed. My next one's got +3, and then also when I play it, I'm gonna give it another 3, and then like. In reverse, you go, they give it a bonus, you go, no, I'll bring it back to printed. Also, your next one, I'm blocking it.
I'm blocking that one too, yeah. This card is just very good.
I think this card is very solid. I think you see it as like probably a 3 of, maybe a 4 of in a lot of decks on those symbols.
Yeah, like this is just really good card to try to get attacks through, or just really good answers for your rival's speed manipulation for their speed amp. You just say, nah, this one is fine. I can't really do anything about this one, but your next attack is going to be slow.
Yeah, it's just very cool. I think this is a cool card.
Yeah, I think this card's sick, and a very good addition to the game and to Deku. Next card, Giving In to Rage. That is a sick name for a 90s metal band.
Yeah, I'd listen to him probably.
So this is a 2 difficulty 5 check. It's a 2 low block. It has the keywords Fury and Vestige. It says Enhance, Flip. Each player discards 1 card and draws 1 card. If you discarded a card with the highest difficulty this way, your attack gets +4 damage. Otherwise, it gets +2 damage. And the symbols, all chaos, or not chaos.
Yep, it's chaos.
No, it's chaos.
And
or no, actually, I might be evil. It's hard to tell in this picture. I apologize.
No, it's chaos because it's pretty pink.
Yeah, it's chaos.
Yeah, you can really tell that Jake is like leaning in and squinting at his screen trying to read these cards because the images that we have for the cards aren't great.
Our searching for Sasquatch photos that we got sent are a little rough to read.
Yeah.
True. So this card, I think this card's actually pretty sick. It's Botan's Coaching plus.
It's also a 2-diff.
It is also a 2-diff, but it's also a plus. You could just make they have to discard a card and you have to discard a card. And it makes you think about what card you're going to discard. Do they care about you getting 4 damage? Because you're not discarding attacks off of this stuff. So depending on what you're discarding, I mean, +4 damage for flipping a card and drawing another card. So you're going to discard whatever's you don't want because you're going to use this to fish. And you might just get 2 extra damage out of it. And even if you don't, flip, draw, 2 damage, still good. I think Botan's Coaching overall is one of the best cards, if not the best 0-diff in the game.
It's absolutely
the best 0-diff. I don't think there's any question.
The best 0-diff in the game. I think that card should have been a 1 difficulty card, and it would still see play.
Agreed.
This being a 2-diff is fine. You play like 2 of this, and it's like an extra Botan's coaching. Or it's Botan's coaching plus.
Botan's coaching on 3 symbols that Botan's coaching is not on.
Yeah,
Correct.
imagine if you could play this in Botan. It'd be great.
Botan's coaching at home. But I think this card's good. It's a solid card.
Yeah.
Decent keywords.
It's an interesting effect. I also think it's interesting that it has the chaos symbol, which means it can be played by one of our villains.
Well, the card is giving into rage, so villains typically pretty ragey.
Typically upset.
So you're a villain. I see.
He is. That's true.
I'm not disagreeing.
Canonical.
Canonical.
Put it in the lore.
Even conical, yeah.
Captain Canuckle, at your service. Next card, Battle Suit HUD. HUD, typically short for Heads Up Display.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know that.
This is a foundation. It's a 3 difficulty, 5 check, 2 high block. The block mods in this seem pretty good for all of these cards so far.
Yeah, so far they've been like average to good.
It has the keywords armor and tech. It says enhance, flip, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. You may put all attacks revealed this way on the bottom of your deck.
Finish the card.
It says the symbols are all, good, void.
It says that those are the symbols?
That's
Yeah,
what the card
it's-
says.
It does,
card-
in fact, say that because it has those 3 symbols on it.
Yeah, that's
It
what
also
the card
says it's a foundation, it's a common.
Yeah, all this right there on the card. Reading the card explains the card, Andrew.
Yeah, sure. You got me.
I think this is an interesting effect.
Yeah, I don't have a way to draw. I wanna look at the top 2 cards on my deck. Okay. And they're revealed, so your opponent gets to look too. But I don't have a way to get those cards on top of my deck, so I'm just checking to see if I can go in.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you have the gas in your hand, you flip this, you just see the attacks. You're just like, no, I want to make sure I'm checking good, or I at least don't want to see these bad checks when I have the gas in hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and move these to the bottom, and we're going to just try again. We're going to just...
I'm guaranteeing
Shoot.
2 less bad checks at best.
Also,
yeah.
I would like to say, it says you may.
Yep. If you
Yeah.
have the draw, you just go, oh, neat. Anyway,
But this doesn't say you put them back in any order. So
you have to put them in the same order.
you have to put them in the same order. But if you've got an attack on top, you can just go, oh, I'm going to draw that card. So this works multiple ways, because you don't have to. It says you may put all attacks revealed this way on the bottom of your deck. But this also means you choose yes or no. This is not you may put some attacks. This is you can put all attacks or you can put no attacks on the bottom of your deck.
Yeah, it's
so
all
if
or
you
nothing.
double reveal attack and you only have 1 card draw. You have to decide, is that worth it to draw this specific attack that's on top?
Exactly. So I think this card's got some use. I think it's cool. I don't think there's anything wrong with this card. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like 3 diffs were kind of crowded on because you usually don't want to run more than like 2 or 3 different 3 diffs depending on how many of them you're playing.
I feel like your 3 diffs need to do a lot, and I don't feel like this one does a lot.
I
think
agree.
It just does
Especially
something.
because it is a flip, so you only get to do it once.
Yeah, this is like a 2 difficulty, like, coded card.
Yeah, if this was on a 2, I wouldn't even be thinking about it. Like, this is pretty cool. I'd definitely put it in like as like a 2 of.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm going to press that button once per match.
Yeah, I mean, and this also leans into the all symbols like identity of, yeah, I'm just gonna get to look at my deck in any form, right?
Yeah, well, it kind of leans into the all getting to do a little bit of everything, because like the revealing and moving thing is kind of a void thing now, and so like it gets to do that, but like I guess all has it now also with like unending path, so maybe it is more of an all identity effect, but that's actually probably just a better option as a 3-diff to just unending path.
Yeah, because with itself, you get to, I believe, if your rival's at 10 or more foundations, you get to draw, like, off of itself. So, yeah, it's basically
And you
doing
don't
this.
reveal.
Yeah, you get to just look. Your rival doesn't get the information, and then you can choose to discard either of them, and then get to draw. So you get to look. You get to look at the top cards of your deck, seeing if they're attacks or good checks. You know, make the decision depending on like what you're looking for at the time, and then if you put in it, the attack back on top, then you can unending to just draw it. You won't know what you're checking anymore. Possibly. If you just kept a good check, put the attack on top, then you'll know you're checking good. Just like
you don't get to arrange that one either, so you have to discard sometimes to keep the attack on top.
That's right.
Because you just look, and then you may discard either of them.
Yeah. Either
or both of them, I should say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that card's probably a better version of this.
Agreed.
Also, the promo has Dulcim on it, so it looks really cool.
Because Dulcim's very cool.
That's not what I said.
You don't like yoga, bro?
Yoga's fine.
Anyway, next card. It's a 2 difficulty 5 check. It's called Armored Pro Hero.
Okay, now I know the name of the card.
With the keywords Armor Tech Vestige, response, commit. After you block with an armor card, your rival's next attack gets -3 damage. Enhance, once per turn, tenacious. Spend 1 momentum, ready this foundation. It's got the symbols, all, good, life. Yeah, I feel like this is another card, like, I feel like this does more than the last card we just looked at, and it's a 2 diff.
This does so much more than the last one, I think.
And, like, getting to, granted, you have to block with an armor card, but I mean, if you're playing All Might, Armor Might,
you shouldn't be playing this unless you have armor cards.
Yeah. But I mean, getting to do that, and then so you're blocking attack, and then you're reducing more for your next one. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like you just say, "Hey, I know what you have next, or at least I have a feeling of what your string is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and block this one, but your next one's going to be weaker. That way, it's less of a problem for me, and then maybe I can eat it, save my blocks for later in the string if you plan to go in more, and then if you have the resources." You just get this back. So then you block with another armor card. It's like, hey, if you continue your string, that one's also weaker. So, keep that in mind.
This also plays pretty well with Heroic Conviction. So that you make it really weak. They want to give it more damage, and then you cancel that.
That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Now, this card
also has
pretty
3 keywords.
Yeah.
It has more keywords than a good chunk of attacks.
Which is very interesting, because, the average foundation doesn't really have any keywords. Maybe 1 keyword. And this one's like, nah, I got 3 because I'm the big thing.
I think before this, I would have said the average is approximately 0.5 keywords.
Yeah, half.
Like it's probably half.
Instead of Fury, it's just keyword. Few.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.5.
But, yeah, this is, like I said, even just the readying effect by itself, even if you weren't using the response that turn, you use it to pay for the block, you spend the momentum to ready it. Maybe you use it on the next block because you used, I don't know, something like Slingshot to make it really slow. I think this card's cool. That's pretty much what it boils down.
I think the card's good, to be honest. Like,
I like it.
I don't really have a whole lot more to add other than, yeah, card's sick. I think it's very playable. And if you end up running an armor package that makes sense outside of Armor Might, this card's good. And on to the villains. So in the villain deck, our first card we're going to look at is an action. It's a 3 difficulty, 5 check. It's a 3 mid block mod. It's called Concealing Power. It has the effects response, remove. After your rival builds 1 or more cards during the combat phase, remove 1 of them. And it also does response, remove. After you block with this card, your rival's next check to play a card gets -2. If you have played a card from anywhere other than your hand this turn, it gets -4 instead.
This card is pretty neat.
This card, I think, is really good. It has the symbol evil.
Attuned.
Yeah, it's evil attuned.
Evil attuned.
I think the coolest part about this effect, and like on block, I think this is really messed up. So like, if you can block with it, or if you've already played a card from somewhere else with this one, you block, you basically you breaker for them.
Yeah.
Because it does not say failing, it doesn't end their turn. You just go, yeah, -4, man. Yeah. I'm done. I think we both agree you're done with your turn, right?
Yeah. Like I like it for that. And also the response, the top response to remove a card that gets built. This is a pretty good answer into Hunter's Ally decks that we're seeing.
Hunter's Ally, and also into Queen of the Monsters for a similar thing.
Yeah, so like you have Queen of the Monsters or Hunter's Ally. It's like I'm gonna build in this really cool card, You're not. Get it out of here. It's now out of the game.
It works into and with JJ.
Yes. Yes, it does.
You go, no, I don't want you to build down that action.
No, I don't want you to play your turn. Breaker 4.
Yeah, like, also very good.
Well, Breaker 2, because I don't think JJ will have a reliable way to trigger the -4. But still, like, being able to...
Breaker 2 is still pretty good.
Yes, agreed. Like, this is... We talked about JJ needing some more cool cards with rotation kind of hurting him, and here we're getting them. This action is pretty dope for him. Shoutouts to not only the player, Jacob Johnson, but also his character is very cool.
Yeah, I think this card overall, I think there's some stuff you can do with this. Also looking at, I believe the new Ghidorah has evil.
Yes, both Ghidorahs have evil. Shigaraki also has evil.
Yep.
The new All for One also has evil.
Yeah, I mean
but the big thing is like those cards, like obviously the new Shig also plays from not your hand.
And so does Afo.
But also the big thing is like the Ghidorahs and stuff that also do that. Like I feel like this card is gonna see quite a bit of play. Because like this is a turn stopper.
Yes, it absolutely says, "Hey, I want to take another turn. Please stop." I think that's less true on three-headed monster.
Agreed.
It mostly just filters a bunch.
Yeah,
He
three-headed
doesn't
monster
really play that much.
Yeah,
he has a couple of cards that he can do it with, but
yeah, you get
typically he's not. Yeah, but I agree. I think any character that can reliably remove and has the evil symbol, and play from other areas than their hand, absolutely wants to play Concealing Power in some manner, because Breaker 4 is infinity.
It is like you getting hit with the Showdown Barrier Shield like combo of just I block Breaker 2, tap 2. It's like I Breaker 4'd you.
Like, please be done. I'd
like
to
your turn's done. My turn, right?
And then if they choose to play through it, you go, okay, my bad.
It's like, oh, you're serious.
It also just clears itself, so even as just like a Breaker 2 that removes itself is pretty chill.
Like, this card is goated. I like this card a lot.
Kind of maybe the best card we've talked about so far.
I would agree, actually.
Next card.
Card next.
Okay, you're done, dude.
Bro, you're just jealous because I can fly.
Speaking of, so this card's called Toying with Endeavor and Hawks.
Two people who can fly.
This is a 1 difficulty 5 check. It's a 3 high block with the effect response tenacious flip. After you block an attack, your next check to play a block gets +1. It has evil and
chaos
as its
chaos.
Yeah.
This card's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I like that it has tenacious, so you could use it for your checks and then be able to still use it to give your next check to block +1. Pretty sick. I mean, not a whole lot to really say about it. I mean, it's a spam, so I mean, it's really good to just have a spam that has this sort of ability where you can stun it if you want, you can use it for checks, and you still get to use the words on it.
On to the next one. This card's a 1 difficulty 5 check foundation called Gloating.
This man's shaking up how he introduces the cards.
It's a 3 high block with the effect flip. If you have more cards in your removed pile than your rival, your attack gets +2 speed. Evil attuned is the symbol.
Yeah. I mean, speed helps you kill people.
Yeah. I don't have anything too spicy to say about this one.
Yeah, I mean,
I think this card's fine.
Yeah,
it's only going to fit in certain archetypes for sure. It will fit in more archetypes, I think, comparably. I think this card's very good in three-headed monster because you're like guaranteed to have that at all times and just go, yeah, man, +2 speed, and then instead I'll use my three-headed monster enhance to give it damage.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think in three-headed monster that you could make this a 4 of just to have the speed. You could probably just make it a 3 because it is just like a quote-unquote once per game 2 speed. But again, like you said, you can use this for the speed, and then three-headed monster just says, yeah, I'll give it the damage.
Or give it more speed to make sure it is guaranteed in. Whatever you need, right?
Yeah.
Assuming you need speed.
And I mean, it's in the villain deck, but I like this with Afo because I think that character needs stats in order to really be threatening with what he can do, like what's on his face. And this is a good answer to that equation. It's just like, here's the speed I need.
It gives him a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Usually. 99% of the time, probably.
And this is also just this and Shig. It's like 3 speed to an attack. So, like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so next card is called Panicked Outburst. It's a 2 difficulty 5 check with a 1 mid block mod with the keyword Breaker 1 and the effect Enhance Commit. This attack gets -2 speed with the symbol Attuned Evil. Good card.
Yeah. 1 mid block with Breaker 1. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solid.
Yeah.
I mean, you're losing out a little bit since it's not a spam. We had a similar card. Well, I would say a card that I think is better in the... Oh, gosh, I wish I could remember what it was called. But the one that committed to give Breaker, committed to give minus speed in the solo leveling deck.
Fateful
that was
Decision.
Thank you, Fateful Decision. Like, that was a spam.
Yep.
That provided anything Breaker. I think this one's still fine, obviously. Like, has a better block mod, so that's nice.
Yeah, 1 mid as opposed to a +3.
A 3 mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good card. I think having -2 speed on a card like we saw with the Attack on Titan cards are the same that do less. So I think this is good. Next one, Combination Blast. It's an attack. It's a 4 difficulty 3 check with a 2 mid block mod. It is a 4 low for 4 keyword Frenzy. And the effect, if this attack is played from anywhere other than your hand, it gets +1 speed and +2 damage.
Yeah, I think this card is fine. I mean, it really plays into what the villain characters are doing, of just playing not from hand. So this 4 diff just becomes a 5 for 6, potentially more with it having Frenzy. So, like, this 4 diff could be a decent stat pump, like a decent stick to just put at the end of an attack string.
Agreed. Do you want to talk about the 3 symbols that it has?
Oh, yeah. Wait, this card has symbols?
It does.
Yeah,
I can see them right there at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. It's Chaos. Evil and Void. Yeah, I think this card's good, actually, because it's a 4 difficulty. It plays into what Shig wants to do, giving it an extra speed and 2 extra damage, but it also has Frenzy. So if you play this late in a combo, this could just be a way bigger attack.
Yeah, I feel like this card's very solid. Anybody who wants to play from, like, just getting to go, I don't know, this is like for 6. Like, probably for 7. You probably blocked 1.
I mean, I just love seeing more Frenzy. I think Frenzy is a cool keyword.
Frenzy is a dope keyword.
So I am a big fan of just seeing Frenzy but on cards.
I think this one ends up seeing play in any character that is already playing stuff from outside of hand that might be good. So that might end up being like Shig. I think it's very solid in Shig. I think it's pretty decent in All for One.
Yeah.
Like, there are some older characters on Evil I can think of that
Elder
would be fine with playing a 5 low for 6.
Yeah, Elder's really the only other character that really comes to mind like that for stuff like that.
That's legal and standard, yeah.
Yep. Dark Tournament forward. Well, Cowboy Bebop Trigun decks forward.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, in Heroic.
Oh, and Hero 2?
Yeah. In Hero 2, I can definitely think of a character that would probably play this if they're built on Evil.
Which character?
Overhaul can just make this a 5 low for 8.
He sure can! Because Overhaul is dope!
Plus whatever else it does, because he could play this as, like, the 3rd or 4th attack.
He sure can!
I'm like,
I'm just
this card's
saying.
very solid.
I know!
Of course, then he'd be
Overhaul
built on
is so
Evil.
cool.
He'd be built on Evil, though, which I don't think is his best symbol.
Yeah, it would probably. I think it'd be a tie between Earth and Life. I agree that Evil probably is his weakest, but Evil's still a really cool symbol. I had the last deck I had Overhaul on. I loved that deck. It was on Evil. It was great. I had a lot of fun with it.
Anyway, on to the next one. This one's called Reckless Combat. It's a foundation. It's a 2 difficulty, 5 check. The 3 mid block mod. It has the ability Enhance. Lose 3 health. If this attack deals damage, gain 4 health. It has the symbols Evil, Good, Void.
It's life and void.
Evil, Life, Void.
He'll get there eventually. Also, meh.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen this card before.
It's pretty similar to Shock Resilience from Crit Roll, sort of.
Or speaking of Overhaul had the spend 1 gain 2.
Yes. That's what I was thinking of.
Experimenting on quirks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not particularly excited. It's interesting that it's lose 3 health to gain 4.
Yeah, if the attack hits, you're effectively gaining 1 health.
I guess there's a world where, like, if you were really trying to play Ymir, this one's kind of okay because you just, like, pay 3 health for fun and go, I don't know, are you going to let me hit you so that it heals all the way and I just don't get to gain health and give damage?
Yeah.
Like, give additionals? Because I'm going to do it every attack anyway and still get it.
I think for me, this is the weakest card we've seen so far. But I still think
I think that's probably this card cannot be destroyed by rival effects. That could just get flipped and then destroyed by rival effects.
You know what? Fair enough. You got me. I forgot about that card.
But this one's a close contender in that particular market.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some edge cases with this card, right? I just completely
I can think of at least one
card.
character that used to be good.
Yeah.
That could still be good. That could use this. So there's something there.
Yeah, meh. Going next.
Let's go next.
Let's go next.
This is an attack. It's called Demon Lord's Blast. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check. It's got a 2 high block mod. It's a 4 low for 6 with the keywords Deflect 2, Ranged. With the ability, if this attack was played from anywhere other than your hand, it gets -1 difficulty and +3 damage. Response, after this attack deals damage, your rival spends 2 momentum. This card, pretty good.
I think this card's really cool.
Yes.
Actually.
Agreed.
I think this card. Oh, sorry. And the symbols are Evil, Chaos, and Void.
Can't work with these amateurs.
Right. Yeah, it's Demon Lord symbols.
Demon Lord symbols. Yeah, this card's good. Getting +3 damage, so being a 4 low for 9
on a 4 diff.
On a 4 diff with hit pressure for making your opponent spending momentum is pretty crazy. Now it's not super hard to block, but it modifies the speed even a little bit. This card's a threat.
Yeah, and we also were shown another mono low for them that wants to be played. So you could easily open with this, then play combination blast. Like if you in someone like Shigaraki on a 4, here's this 4 low for 9. It's a 5 low for 9. Okay, you blocked on a 5. Here's combination blast as a 5 low for 6. Actually, it's a 6 low for 7. I hope you held a bunch of low blocks. I now see why we have a low block that we can just pick up for fun in the hero deck.
Yeah, it seems like this deck has a handful of lows in it.
That are pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, I like this card a lot.
Yeah, I think this card's really cool, and I definitely think this card sees play.
Next card. This is a foundation named Rewind Engaged. It's a 2 difficulty, 5 check with a 2 high block. It has the ability Response, Tenacious. After your rival's combat phase begins, ready this foundation. Only playable if you have 15 or less health. It's got the symbols Chaos, Evil, Life.
This is okay.
I think the card's good. For a 2, it readies itself.
I think this card's cool. I actually could definitely see a world where this card ends up getting played some in Gigan once he like takes a couple of hits so that he can go in deep and then like ready up his stage to try and block some. I think this card's interesting. I don't think it's like the best card, obviously.
Oh no, I think that I don't know. I'm not too crazy about this card. I feel like the stipulation of you have to have 15 or less health for it to ready itself is just kind of whatever. Especially since we have a few other cards that just ready themselves at the start of your rival's combat phase. One in particular is from the Chun-Li Street Fighter deck. It's just after your rival's combat phase begins. I think it's flip ready it, to be fair. This doesn't flip itself. So that's probably why it has that stipulation on it of you have to have 15 or less health.
And we've been shown that we've been given a card to lose 3 health on.
I don't know. I'm just not too impressed with it, personally. But
I will say there's a really funny thing where, like, if you... Because this going back to Reckless Combat, where it's lose 3 health if this attack deals damage, gain 4. There's definitely, like, if you have a little bit of damage manipulation, like in Shigaraki, you just go and half block it and heal your health back.
And Breaker won
them. Or, like, just, oh yeah, I'll take 5 and then I'll gain 4. Like, I'll gain 4 in total. But I'll have taken 5 in total from, like, losing and minusing. So there's still some ideas, but I agree. It's not that exciting. It's fine.
yeah.
If it had, I feel like this maybe, if this had, like, response tenacious, like, once per turn, and instead of after rivals begin, just ready this foundation, only playable if you had 15 or less, I think this card is a lot better. Because then they can not necessarily dance around, like, having you start at, say, 18 health, and go, I can do 18.
Our next one is Massive Optimal Punch. It's an attack. It's a 5 difficulty 3 check with a 2 low block. It's a 5 high for 5 with the keywords Breaker 1 and Punch. It has the effects Response. After you play this card, seal 1 rival foundation. Blitz. If you have 5 or more cards in your move pile, destroy 1 rival asset. It's got Death, Evil, and Void as the symbols.
I think this card's good.
I also think this card's good. I think it's very good as an opener.
It's also just a very good defensive card with Breaker 1, and then whenever you play this card, so you block with it, Breaker 1, seal foundation.
And then also on attack, getting to do the same thing is very solid.
Yes, that's just as important.
Yeah, plus getting to destroy an asset if you need it. Also very good as assets have become more and more prevalent in the game, I feel like.
I feel like they're actually slowly starting to fall out of favor, but maybe we're going to be coming back to them.
Yeah, I mean, around, like, MHA, like, block, like, around that time of the game, I feel like assets weren't really thought about until, like, I think Mimic started making rounds, but even then, I feel like assets weren't really messed around with too much, and then more and more sets came out. It's like, actually, assets are pretty dope. But yeah, I think we've kind of died down on assets a bit here lately after rotation, especially. But I still think having this ability on an attack on a card is still good to have.
I think this card's very good. I think if you can give it any amount of stats, it's fine. I think even without giving it stats, it's fine. If they can't mod it down anyway, this just says they're going to have to commit some stuff to block it. Even if they don't, getting to seal something important, very good. On both sides of the ball.
Yeah. It's also a low block, which is just really good to have for any of those decks that are just slinging low attacks at you.
Yeah, this is a low block punch.
Oh, man, you got Walk the Dog. I'm going to block it.
On Death, Evil, Void. So, Void punches, baby.
We're back.
They're coming back.
We're so back.
The last card we're going to talk about today is a foundation called Stockpiled Quirks. It's a 2 difficulty 5 check, a 2 high block. It says Enhance, Commit, Spend 1 momentum. This attack gets +3 speed. Response, tenacious. Flip. After you spend one or more momentum, add one card with a keyword ability from among the cards spent this way to your hand. Symbols are chaos, evil, order.
I think this card is dope.
Yeah, I think this card's pretty good.
Yeah, being able to just commit for 3 speed, and it has the response is tenacious, so you use the enhance and you still have the response to use. And then once you spend that momentum of an attack that you hit with previously, you just get to pick it right back up to sling it for this turn.
Yeah, I think it definitely gives you the ability to kind of play with, I'm going to have a couple more attacks ready, waiting. Especially because getting EX3 is good.
Yes.
So I've seen momentum spent for less.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to grab whatever card you're spending with that momentum, plus 3 speed is good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like you don't have to press the response button as soon as you spend a momentum. You could just save it. That way you keep Stockpiled Quirks face up for 3 speed later for a later turn. Obviously, I like this with AFO just because he can add in cards from his discard pile into momentum, so you can stockpile your momentum. Stockpiled Quirks. With any sort of attack with a keyword ability, and then you spend it for whatever keyword ability, like with powerful or echo or whatever. You just then pick that up, so then you have another attack to sling.
Yeah, there's also like a whole thing where it also does anti-momentum hate. If they make you spend a momentum, you can flip it and go, I'll actually keep it.
That's true. I like that. Yeah.
So there's a lot of really cool effects on this card. I think this card is probably good enough. Because if this card just said commit, flip, spend a momentum, put that to get 3 speed to this attack, and then put it in your hand, I think everyone would be like, yeah, I'll probably play that.
No, I like this card quite a bit.
It just grab, like on order, I'm just thinking, like, let me spend a momentum on walk the dog, flip, because I had walk the dog in momentum.
Yeah.
I'll play that one.
Yeah.
I'll draw 2 cards.
That's
Like, there's
sick.
just a bunch.
That's sick, actually. I love that.
Here's this 9 for 9, and now here's another one that's just a 6 for 6 that I draw 2 off of.
Yeah.
And I bet one of these hits.
I bet I'm just yo-yoing you, bro. You're dead. I'm walking
I
that
bet
dog.
I'm walking that dog on you.
I got that dog in me, and it's walking.
What does that mean?
Pretty much was what it said. Hearing the sentence explains the sentence.
Yeah, how about you listen?
I disagree.
Can't hear you from down there.
Yeah, I think this card's cool. I think there's just a lot of, like, getting back your momentum is just a big deal. I think it's very good.
I'm excited to actually try to play with this card. I like this card.
I think this card's cool.
That's about all the time we have to sit here and prattle on about nonsense and things that hopefully you found interesting. We appreciate you listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're listening to us on YouTube. We really appreciate it. It helps us in the algorithm, and it really, really helps us to keep reaching those number goals. And if you really like listening, don't forget to ring the notification bell. That way you're notified every time we put up a new video. Also, one last tidbit. We're going to be at Las Vegas for the regional at the end of this month.
In like a couple of days as of the time of this airing.
So come out, come say hi to us, hang out with us.
Or don't. Avoid us like the plague.
Or avoid us like the plague. Your choice.
I know
You'll
Tim
know
Keefe
where
will.
we are.
Andrew, do not speak Tim Keefe's name.
What? I can't hear you from down there.
Keep my Tim Keefe's name out your fucking mouth. Once again, we appreciate you listening. Whether you're listening on YouTube, Spotify, give us the 5 stars if you're listening to us on Spotify. It helps us a lot. But thank you guys so much for listening. I've been Jake, and I'll see you guys next time.
Andrew, flying's pretty cool.
And I'm Brian. See you in Vegas.
Yo, I can see Brian in Vegas. Yee!